everyone, I just got off the call with a young couple. They are in their 30s. So basically for this couple, they have sold their place. They are looking for a bigger 3-bedroom unit to be close to the mother's place. They sold their house 2 months ago and they are actually looking for a house, and their agent actually brought them to see quite a few houses, maybe more than 15, and they are already panicking because they have already spent 2 months and they have not found what they want. Of course, you know, a young couple, they have a certain budget and they have already stretched up to the maximum budget. And what happens now is that they saw a development. The internal size is actually quite good and they are thinking of buying this unit. So it's actually a referral call. One of my clients referred them to me because they were not very convinced about the price, and at the same time they were also afraid and worried that they may make a wrong decision. So maybe I give you a little bit of background. I shall not say which development this is, but what is important is that along this particular street where the development is, there's probably like 2,000 units of condos over there. What I know is one of the particular condo that is over there, there are many units in it and it's very, very difficult to sell. Some owners have been trying to sell even for almost a year. They cannot sell the unit, and she's going to buy the development that's opposite. The problem about this development is that it is not near the MRT, it is not near any good school. Amenities is like maybe 7 minutes away, probably like a NTUC or some coffee shop around. And the other problem is that this particular unit it's so-called renovated, but it's not exactly extensively renovated, but they're asking for $110,000 more than the last transacted price. Okay, so will you pay for it? It is not actually in the town area. It is on the outskirts, the outside central region. So my advice to them is not to buy it. Even if my own buyers that are going through me, I will not even arrange this development, because a lot of time the buyer, they are not sure. They just think of, oh, okay, I want this size, I want this, and I want that. Buyers, when you go and see development, usually more the emotion side of it, like you will say, oh, I like this because, you know, the space is good. But of course, as an agent, what we do is we actually will steer you back. We also look at the so-called the sellability next time. You never know when you will need to sell the house, although yes, most of the time you would plan to stay for at least 5 to 7 years. But what if some plan changes and you are forced to sell the house, and to your worst nightmare, you are not able to sell it? You need a year to sell it, or you may lose a lot of money. So everyone is aware that right now, because of COVID, the market is at an all-time high. So it is more important that you have to be more prudent about the next development that you are buying. As a resale buyer, I'm sure everyone is aware that you are buying at an all-time high. And for this particular unit, I would say the owner is asking for $120,000 more than the last transacted price. So as it is, you are actually paying much more than the market price already. Because for buyers, you know, while you are looking for a house for some time, then you get very confused, you get very worried that you will not have a house to stay, and then you tend to buy the wrong unit. So that's where we come in to actually help you to look at things in a clearer perspective. So usually when I bring a buyer to buy a house, I think what is very important at the end of the day is asset preservation. That is to say that this unit that you are going to buy, we don't talk about making money first. Of course, everybody likes to make some money from a development, which is definitely possible because that's what I specialize in. I actually help buyers identify properties that can give you 6-figure gain in 3 to 5 years. So that one, I will do another video to cover on how to do that. But pertaining to this particular unit, I told the buyer that they will have problem selling it, and because you are buying at an all-time high right now, there is actually a very high possibility that you may lose 1 to 200,000 or even more when you want to sell it 5 to 7 years later. So what does 200,000 means to you? That is to say that whatever CPF you have and that you work for, husband and wife, in the last 5 years, everything is depleted. That's what it means by losing 200,000. Yeah, not forgetting, of course, if it is more than 200,000, it will be even much more. So my advice to all buyers is that you have to be very, very prudent. There are actually a set of criteria that I use to find the right unit for the buyer, and to start with is finding the right development with potential growth. While you are staying there, I also hope that you can make some money, and next time when you want to sell, having an easy to sell place will definitely be a huge advantage. If you can't sell, you may be stuck forever. That's not a very good thing, because you never know what life will hit you with. You may be forced to sell the house, and the last thing that you want is actually to sell it at a huge loss. So that's my thought for the day. Be very, very prudent about what you buy. If you're not sure, you're welcome to WhatsApp me or PM me. We'll be here to help you. Definitely to walk this selling and buying process with you.